Are we live, brethren?
Yo, what up? This is Mike Brown,
This is Alpha.
and this is The Art of Letting Go.
Letting go. Letting go.
How you doing today?
I'm good, man. Had a kind of a relaxed day today, so that was cool. Just trying to get my mind right, I guess. Trying to figure out how I feel. It's been a while since I really checked in with myself.
Yeah.
So I took the day to kind of just try to do that, but I probably did more resting than anything else. I think that's probably what I needed more than anything. How's it going for you? How's your day?
It's going good. I feel like that's what I wanted to talk about today is
okay.
checking in with yourself because
Cool.
I had a week last week where I was feeling very down,
Mm-hmm.
and when I was in it, I didn't really recognize it, but it wasn't until I checked in with my actions
Got
was
you.
when I was aware of myself not feeling okay.
Okay.
And I want to be faster at recognizing that.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that requires being more self-aware, but recognizing and acknowledging when I don't feel like myself, or when I feel low, or when I feel down.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to feel it very often. And, sometimes I think because we say we feel good so often
Mm-hmm.
that you just assume that you're supposed to feel good all the time.
Okay.
And when you're not feeling good, you kind of chase the feeling good
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to just feeling.
Right.
So I think I want to be more aware of the feeling because it helps me get through it a lot quicker.
Got you. Do you have like daily like check-ins or habits that you kind of engage in on a regular basis?
I do have like things that I do routine, but I do them regardless.
Okay.
I do them regardless of how I feel. So it's
Okay.
not really. I don't feel like they really help me check in with my feelings. It's like
Got you.
just a practice that I have.
Yeah, the reason I was asking that was I was going to ask if there were things that really helped you check in with your feelings, because I know that I used to, like, on certain breaks in the day, I would go out. Like, we have this little kind of park area next to my job, and I would go out there and just, like, kind of meditate a little bit and breathe.
Yeah.
And it would always kind of, like, regulate. I haven't done it in a little bit because I just been moving. But it would help me kind of regulate and really self-check and check in with myself and see where I was. But I haven't been doing it lately, so that's why I was asking if you kind of had something like that set up to where you always kind of check in and it's intentionally, because when you're dealing with feelings, if you don't self-manage, they can start to run amok. But when you have something set up to where, okay, I self-check in with myself on a daily basis and I do it intentionally, you can kind of guide. Sometimes stuff just happens and you just feel the way you feel. But you can start to guide or check a feeling that's coming up a little faster. In my working knowledge of it, what I'm saying? That's how it's kind of worked for me. That's why I was asking you about that.
And honestly, hearing you say that, that's what creativity does for me. And I think with releasing this project, I've been very focused on the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And not so much creating right now, that maybe that's why I feel a little overwhelmed.
Got you. That makes sense.
I haven't been creating like I would like to.
Mm-hmm.
I need to.
Yeah.
And that is something that I do need to put in my daily practice, no matter how I feel or no matter how much time I have, because whether it's making a song or taking a picture or painting a picture, all of that stuff really gives me that opportunity to express my feelings.
Yeah.
So I do have to put some more time and some more effort into that.
Yeah. And it's, because I was just telling myself the same thing, to, even when the small breaks that I get, to try to use those when I get home for a little bit after work, even though I have to go back to work.
Yeah.
Like to try to record something or do something creative so that I'm still feeding that, because lately I just been on the go so much and working so much that I haven't been feeding that because I'm like, I got to find time to sleep. But I definitely need to do it on a more consistent basis. And even if it's not about creating for the sake of, like, I need to accomplish something, but creating just for the sake of I need to create because that's just who I am. So I definitely hear you on that as far as checking in and just doing it, man. Like, whatever it is. And I don't even think that you have to tailor it to being like a specific thing. Like you were just saying, it could be working on music or painting or drawing something or taking a picture. Like, however you're creative is how you decide to be creative in that moment. You just have to make sure you take the time in the day to do that.
Just whatever process gives you time to really, like, just, you know, just focus on you. Like, some people wash dishes. Honestly, basketball does that for me a lot. Like, basketball is really my one place of refuge where I can just escape it all and just be me.
Yeah. I think the cool thing about basketball is you can isolate yourself while being amongst other people. Right. And then like kind of dance with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do your own thing, be in your own world, and then you're like, all right, I'm gonna start passing a little more, get everybody else involved and do. So that's cool for me as far as just the whole basketball analogy.
Yeah.
You was talking about. I can admit that my I think my energy is a little low right now. I don't really know why.
Yeah.
I know that I've been tired, but something feels off with me right now, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. But I'm just kind of floating, I guess, right now.
What do you do to check in with yourself?
Lately, I haven't been doing anything, to be honest. I think that's probably why I feel more like this. I've been trying to be creative, but I just feel like that part of my brain is kind of out of whack right now because I haven't been doing it enough. And I have something that I'm working on in particular that I want to be done. And so I think the whole deadline aspect of it is kind of messing with my head too.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to work through it, figure out how best to get past it. But I definitely, those check-ins will definitely come in handy. So I think I will start to do, the breathing more intentionally. I did yoga last week. So that was really cool. It kind of helped me check in a little bit. But I haven't really been doing it a lot. I think I need to get back to it.
So I have something for you.
Okay.
Shout out to James Woods, that yoga dude. He sent me some questions.
Okay.
And we can actually answer them here.
Okay, cool.
If you'd like to answer
them.
Yeah,
we can do that.
So these were some questions that he had for checking in with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And they really were right on time because I needed them and now you need them. But the first question is, what is ending for you?
What is ending?
Yeah.
Like, what does the word ending mean, or what's ending in my life?
It was just that general.
What's ending for me? That's a really good question.
And you don't have to have all the answers right here, but it's something to think about.
I'm trying to process it. What's ending for you? Let me think about it for a sec. Since you had a chance to sit with the questions for a little bit, let me think.
I did. I would say what's ending for me is allowing my fear to hold me back.
Got you. You know what? I can say what's ending for me is people taking advantage of me.
That's real.
I think that I know that it's making me a little meaner. It's not the wrong word. It's making me more stern with people.
Yeah.
I really just get my point across. Like, I'm not beating around the bush. It's like, this is what it is. And I apologize if you don't like the way I'm talking to you, but I have something that I need to get done.
Yeah.
Or I have something that I want to do, or whatever it is. And I need answers so that I can move forward. Or, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's the end of people taking advantage of me or lying to me about certain things and me just kind of letting it slide. I think that's ending.
What is beginning for you?
Life.
That's real.
On multiple, in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
Life is beginning for me. And for now, I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's real.
How about you?
What is beginning for me is probably me putting forth my best effort into myself in all aspects of my life, and moving very confident in the rest of my life.
Got you.
In all my decisions and just me in general.
Yeah.
What feels alive in me?
What feels alive? I don't have an answer for that right now.
That's real.
Yeah, I don't have an answer for that. How about you?
I would say my passion feels alive in me right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finding myself in that place again where I want to work so hard on my stuff that it's hard to sleep. I haven't eaten all day, so that fire is in me.
That's good.
Right now.
That's good. That's a good place to be.
Where do I feel
right now? I'm just asking myself again to make sure I remember the question. What was the next one?
Where do I feel numb?
In general. That's my answer.
Okay.
I feel numb, and I think that's the feeling that I feel right now. When I said I'm in this little like weird space,
yeah,
it's kind of numbing, and I don't know why exactly, but that's kind of where it's at. It's crazy too, man, because it's like these highs and lows that kind of happen to me. Like one week I'll be like, oh, Jubilee, right, excitement, and then the next week I'm just like, I don't really know what's rocking, and so I think a part of that is because things might be moving slower than I want them to move.
Right.
But I think that. I'm not sure if that's 100% what the answer for that is, but
so in general, what does numb look like? And I only ask that because I really don't know what feels numb for me.
I think numb is more of for me, it's more of a mundane kind of thing. It's just kind of like blah. I guess what it looks like is kind of operating day in, day out and just doing what you're quote unquote supposed to do.
Yeah. And
not really stepping outside of that. That's how it looks for me. So like I go to work, I come home, I do whatever I got to do here. I go back to work and I've been kind of just floating on that in the past week. And I think because I worked a lot more in the past week than I normally do, I think that might be why I feel the way that I feel. But I think that's more or less what it is for me when I describe being numb, is just kind of carrying on and doing the day in a day. Just like living like kind of like a zombie, just going in, doing what you got to do, and then leaving, but not really putting anything extra into it.
Yeah. I think I'm becoming numb to resolving my family's issues. When they have issues with each other, because usually I'm kind of like the center point.
Yeah,
as they call, and it's stressful. It's very stressful, and I'm getting to a point now where it's just like I don't know if I could really handle this anymore,
right?
Or if I want to handle it, if it's mine to even handle,
right?
You know what I mean? So I'm becoming numb to that.
I can feel that. I definitely have been there before. Definitely. As there's a better side to that too. Once you figure out what you really want to do with it.
Right. So there are a long list of questions. I'm gonna ask you a couple of more.
That's cool. We can do that.
And we'll share the rest of the questions on our social media for the listeners to answer for themselves.
Got it.
These are really good questions.
Okay.
Where are you stuck?
I'm stuck. I'm stuck right now at the beginning. And what I mean by that is there's something that I've been working on for a long time. A bunch of different things that all work together that I've been working on for a long time. And now I'm ready to start.
Yeah.
And so, it's the art of the start. Like getting all the things into place, making sure everything is aligned the right way, making, just making all these things happen and making sure the moving parts are where they need to be and having meetings with people. And I just feel stuck doing that. Like I just want to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And not because I've planned it for so long and I've created so many different things that I feel stuck. Like I just want to start. Like I don't want to wait for anybody else. But the thing about what I want to do is it involves multiple people.
Yeah.
And so I feel stuck in that. But it's a good kind of stuck because I have to learn how to work with people better. Like I'm in the habit of I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just take it and do it. I'm gonna learn how to do it. Like I ain't got time to wait on nobody else. I'm gonna just learn, teach myself how to do it. But I can't do that no more. I've gotten to the point where I've reached my capacity, and I'm like, look, bro, I need your help.
Yeah.
And that's really where I'm at. So I think I'm stuck in that, but it's a good stuck because it's teaching me something while I'm here.
That's real.
How about you?
Right now I feel most stuck in trying to create healthy relationships in my family.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I feel like I've used every alternative that I think I have, and now I'm kind of tapped out.
That's real. And
so I feel stuck.
And that's not necessarily a bad place to be either. Yeah. Because you're, like we mentioned earlier, you're starting to check in with yourself more and realizing what you need from your family. And sometimes you need silence.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, so that you can go back at another time. But that's a whole nother conversation. But that's cool. You got a couple more?
We go with a positive one. What is calling you even if you're ignoring it?
Mentorship.
That's real.
I think mentorship is calling me. I have the opportunity to talk to a lot of young people right now, and just my main question to them has been like, what's your plan?
Yeah.
Like, what's your next step? Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, where are you going next? And I'm finding that a lot of them don't really know what they want to do next, or even if they're on the road to doing something next, like, where is that going?
Right.
And so I've been able to sit down and kind of have conversations and start to try to plan out things that I didn't necessarily do when I was a little bit younger. Since I kind of have the knowledge now of, I probably should have done that. I feel like I have the opportunity to mentor some younger kids on some of that process.
Yeah.
So that's been really cool. When I say kids, I'm talking like 18 to 24. That's crazy. I call them kids.
That's right. They are kids.
But mentorship is where I feel like it's calling me regardless of what I want to do with it. It's like it's there. Like, either be a role model or don't.
That's real, man. That's real.
How about you?
I would say my creativity and my goals are calling me most.
Okay.
And I was trying to avoid them.
Right.
Because they seem too big, and now they're not letting me avoid them.
Right.
So I'm just jumping in.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are probably calling me the most over everything.
Those are probably a very close second, if not on the same level for me. I just feel like grown, for lack of a better word. It's not even grown like I can't play, like this whole perception of what a grown person is supposed to be. Like, I'm off of that. I just feel grown as far as like having responsibilities, wanting to have those responsibilities, and then taking care of those responsibilities. Like, I just feel, if I feel it and it feels good, like I feel like a man. And it's a dope feeling because I'm doing what it is that I believe that I need to do. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Goals and creativity were calling me last week. Now this mentorship is calling me this week. So I think
that's what's
week
up,
to
man.
week, it's just, like I've always, and I think I've said it on here before, I've always called myself a chameleon.
Yeah.
And believe that I can fit in to any circle that I need to or want to. And right now I feel like I'm being called in a lot of different directions, but I really just need to plant that foundation down of who I am and what I'm doing in this moment and just run with it.
I feel that.
Yeah, man. It's I feel really cerebral. I can't, whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. My lips sometimes get in the way when I talk. It's good. But yeah, man. I like those. I appreciate that, James. Those are really good questions. And I'm looking forward to hearing what y'all have to say about some of them too. You got any more you want to ask, or you want?
Man, that's really about it. I'm curious to hear what everybody has to say as well. Please do share.
Yeah.
Where can the people find you at?
Alpha Presents, ALF PHA_presents on all social media. You can find us on the Art of Letting Go podcast on Apple Music or iTunes. Also on YouTube, the Art of Letting Go podcast. I mentioned the podcast in a meeting at work last week.
That's
too. It was pretty dope. A couple people were like, what is it? Check it out. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Just Mike Brown on all social media. You can find me at PrimoMiguel.com for everything Mike Brown. Yeah, man, that's all I really have. You can find us Xavier Homecoming.
Hey, Xavier Homecoming. Hey, we will be at Xavier Homecoming. We're going to make a little announcement about that. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
But shout out. Well, we'll do that later. All right, man.
Hey, this is Mike Brown.
This is Alpha.
And this is The Art of Letting Go.
Letting go. Letting go.
Peace.
Peace.